You've fed chickadees before, but did you know they remember every single hiding spot you've ever given them? One day, you'll see a chickadee dart to a familiar tree, and it's not just for food, it's a memory. A few days later, you'll see it again, and it knows you. Stay to the end because we'll show you how they recognize your face and why it matters. Number 1. Your backyard is home to a bird with a memory so sharp it feels almost magical. The black-capped chickadee doesn't just find food quickly, it remembers where it buried every single seed, nut, or berry during the fall. This isn't just about survival, it's about a brain that's evolved to handle complex tasks. Research from the University of Alberta shows these birds can recall the location of up to 3,000 caches. What this means for you is that every time you spot one, you're watching a master of memory at work. The next time you see one, you might just be watching a genius in action. What makes this memory so remarkable is not just the number of places the chickadee remembers, but how it does it. Unlike other birds, it uses a part of its brain called the hippocampus, which is significantly larger than in most species. This specialized region helps them store and retrieve spatial information with incredible accuracy. A study published in Nature found that chickadees can even tell the difference between food caches that are 20 minutes old and those that are 2 hours old. It's as if they have a built-in GPS that never loses signal. This ability is a testament to the power of evolution and how small creatures can hold big secrets in their brains. But here's the twist. The chickadee's memory isn't just about remembering where to find food. It's also about how to use that information in real time. They don't just recall locations, they also remember when they hid the food and how long it's been since they did. This kind of cognitive flexibility is rare in the animal kingdom. It's like having a mental map that updates itself constantly. What this means for you is that the chickadees in your yard are not just surviving, they're thriving, using a memory system that's as advanced as any humans. And as you continue to watch them, you may begin to see their world in a whole new way. What other secrets might they be keeping? Number 2. The way chickadees recognize your face is nothing short of remarkable. These little birds don't just see your face, they process it with the same brain region humans use for facial recognition. Research from the University of Washington shows they can remember your face with up to 90% accuracy, even after months of not seeing you. Imagine that, a bird remembering your face better than many mammals. What this means for you is that the chickadees in your yard may not just know you by sound, but by sight as well. It's a bond that goes beyond the ordinary. What's even more fascinating is how chickadees use the medial occipital area of their brain, the same part humans use to recognize faces. This means they don't just memorize your features like a photo album, they interpret them in a way that's highly sophisticated. In an experiment, they were trained to peck a button when seeing a specific human face, and they did it consistently even when the face was shown from different angles. This ability shows a level of visual intelligence that's rare in the animal kingdom. You might be surprised to know that your backyard birds are processing your face like you would process a familiar friend. Their eyes are more than just tools for survival. They're windows into a complex mind. Beyond recognition, chickadees use facial cues to build trust and avoid danger. They learn who is friendly and who might be a threat, making your yard a place of safety for them. This deep visual memory means your presence in their world is more than just a fleeting moment. It's a lasting relationship. The next time you see a chickadee watching you from a nearby branch, you might be looking into the eyes of a bird that knows exactly who you are. This is just the beginning of what their minds are capable of. What else might these feathered neighbors be thinking about you? And how might these feathered neighbors be thinking about you? And how might they surprise you next? Number 3. The science behind the memory reveals a fascinating secret. Chickadees aren't just storing food, they're rehearsing their memories. Every time they return to a cache, even when they're not hungry, their brain is actively reinforcing the spatial map of where everything is hidden. This behavior isn't just instinct, it's a calculated effort to keep their memory sharp. You might notice them flitting around your yard seemingly without purpose, but they're actually training their brains to remember. What this means for you is that your yard becomes a kind of memory gym for these birds, where every visit is a kind of memory gym for these birds, where every visit is a chance to sharpen their skills. During the fall, chickadees undergo a remarkable transformation in their brains. A 2019 study published in PNAS revealed that their brain cells, specifically neurons in the hippocampus, grow larger and increase in number. This expansion is a direct response to the need to remember thousands of food locations. It's like upgrading their internal hard drive to handle an ever-growing list of coordinates. You might notice more activity in your yard during this season, not just because of the food you provide, but because the birds are mentally preparing for the long months ahead. Their brain literally changes to meet the challenge, making them one of the most adaptable birds in the wild. What makes this memory system so impressive is its accuracy. Chickadees can retrieve food caches with less than 10% error, even after months of being buried under snow. This precision is due to their ability to mentally rehearse and update their maps. You might wonder if they ever forget, but the process of revisiting locations keeps their memories intact. This is more than just survival. It's a testament to the power of memory rehearsal in the wild. The next time you see a chickadee circling your yard, remember, they're not just looking for food. They're rehearsing a mental map that will keep them alive through the winter. And this is just the beginning of the deeper secrets your backyard holds. Number 4. The role of social interaction in chickadee life is a fascinating story that goes beyond simple survival. These tiny birds have an astonishing ability to remember not just where to find food, but who their allies and enemies are. This social memory is critical for their survival in the wild. Black-capped chickadees have been shown to distinguish between friendly and aggressive birds, a skill that helps them avoid danger and seek help when needed. According to a study from the University of British Columbia, this behavior is not just instinctual, but deeply cognitive. What this means for you is that the birds in your yard are not just visitors, they are active participants in a complex social world. To process these intricate social memories, chickadees rely on a specialized part of their brain known as the nidopallium. This region functions much like the human prefrontal cortex, allowing for complex decision-making and memory recall. These birds can remember who has helped them in the past and who might be a threat, which is essential during the winter months when food is scarce. The ability to recognize individuals and their past behaviors gives chickadees a significant edge in their environment. This brain power is not just for socializing, it's a survival tool that helps them navigate the challenges of their habitat. Your backyard may be home to a chickadee that has learned to trust you, just as it learns to avoid others. In experimental settings, chickadees have shown an incredible ability to recall past interactions, such as which birds gave them food and which ones chased them away. This memory is so detailed that it can influence their future decisions about whom to approach or avoid. These birds are not only observing their surroundings, they are learning from them, building relationships that can last for years. This social intelligence is a window into the complex lives of birds that we often take for granted. What lies ahead is a deeper look into how these birds use their memories and relationships to thrive in your yard and beyond. Stay with us, and we'll uncover how their social networks shape their daily lives. Number 5. Memory and survival. This is where the real magic happens. In your yard, the chickadee's brain is like a tiny supercomputer, constantly working to keep your birds safe and fed. During winter, they don't just rely on luck. They use their memory to find hidden caches of food, sometimes digging through snow up to 6 inches deep. This ability is not just clever, it's a matter of life and death. What this means for you is that every seed you scatter is part of a larger, clever survival plan. Your birds are not just visiting, they're remembering, and they're surviving because of it. Imagine a world where your birds can remember not only where to find food, but also where danger lurks. Chickadees don't just eat and fly, they remember the locations of hawks, cats, and other threats. A study by the Cornell Lab of Ornithology showed that birds with sharper spatial memory have a survival advantage, surviving harsh winters at a rate 30% higher than those without. This is a survival strategy that has been honed over generations, allowing these small birds to thrive where others might perish. Your yard becomes a stage for this natural intelligence, and every day, the chickadees are writing their own survival story, one remembered location at a time. Beyond just food and danger, the chickadee's memory also allows for something even more remarkable: communication. They use specific calls to warn others of threats, passing on knowledge like a shared language among the flock. This ability is not just about survival, it's about community. The next time you hear a chickadee's sharp call, it might be more than just a sound. It could be a message from a bird that has already seen danger and is helping you and your yard stay safe. The story of memory and survival is just beginning, and the next section will reveal how these birds use their minds to find love and form lifelong bonds. Number 6. The emotional bond between chickadees and humans is more than just a passing curiosity. It's a profound connection that reveals their capacity for trust and memory. In long-term studies, chickadees have been observed returning to the same feeders year after year, even waiting patiently for the arrival of the person who feeds them. This behavior shows that they don't just recognize you, they associate you with safety and nourishment. What this means for you is that your consistent presence in your yard can create a unique relationship with these tiny, inquisitive birds. The chickadees in your neighborhood may be more than just visitors. They may be forming memories of your kindness. This bond is a reminder that even the smallest creatures can hold deep, lasting feelings. Imagine a scenario where a chickadee chooses to approach a specific person over others, not because of the amount of food, but because of the familiarity and kindness it has experienced. An experiment from the University of Wisconsin demonstrated that chickadees would deliberately pick food from the hands of someone who had fed them before, even when other feeders offered more food. This preference shows a level of emotional intelligence that is rare in the animal kingdom. It's not just about hunger, it's about connection. These birds remember not only your face, but your actions, and they carry that memory with them. This kind of loyalty is a beautiful reminder of how your simple daily routine can make a significant impact on wildlife. Your yard becomes a place of trust and comfort for these little creatures. These emotional bonds are not just a one-way street. They're a two-way exchange of trust and affection. Chickadees are not only recognizing your face, they're recognizing your generosity and the care you show them. This level of recognition and attachment is a rare and remarkable trait in the wild. It shows that chickadees are not just reacting to their environment, they're forming relationships that have lasting emotional effects. What this means for you is that the bond you build with these birds can be both meaningful and enduring. As you continue to care for your yard and its inhabitants, you may find that the chickadees begin to see you as more than just a source of food. They may see you as a friend. And with that connection, the next question arises. What other secrets do these little birds hold about their complex social lives? You feel the gentle weight of its tiny body, a heartbeat against your skin, as if the wild has paused just for you. This is no coincidence. It's a quiet revelation, a whisper from nature that you are seen, known, and held. In this moment, the line between human and bird blurs, and you realize that connection is not just about love, it's about trust. Science may explain the behavior, but it can't explain the warmth of being chosen. You are no longer just an observer, you are part of the story. As the chickadee flits away, leaving only a fleeting memory, you are left with something greater, a sense of belonging to something far older and deeper than yourself. It's not just a bird, it's a reminder that the wild is not separate from us, but woven into our very being. You feel a quiet reverence, a sacred understanding that you are not alone in this world. In this moment, the wild speaks, and you listen. And in that listening, you find yourself. Next time you see a chickadee in your backyard, take a moment to look at it. Really look. What do you think it sees when it looks back at you? Are you just another face, or are you a friend? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it with someone who loves birds as much as you do. I'll see you in the next one.